when you look at other creators like MrBeast, for example, who are kind of consistently going up, do you just think that's too much of a sacrifice?
Everyone looks at MrBeast and they're a little bit jealous. He's a bit of a... Maybe I shouldn't.
I think you said enough. There was Israphel that came on, and this was the first SMP.
There was this big guy at Disney. He was like, love Shadow of Israphel. Love what you've done with the place.
Do you think you'll ever do a final episode?
Hey, look, we'll do it if you play a character in it.
Of course I will.
Let's hit the big time, baby.
I've obviously had to go away from some people I collaborated with.
Having to part ways with friends because they weren't who you knew them as was really hard.
Yeah.
And you've got to feel that too, right?
Yeah, I found it sort of impossibly difficult.
Did it make you want to quit?
Yeah. Did it make you want to quit? Hello and welcome to 100 Questions with me, Tom Simons. Now, if you do enjoy this, please double check that you are subscribed. It really helps out the channel and helps us out doing more interviews and getting more guests. So I would really, really appreciate if you can check. Today's guest is one of the founding figures of British gaming YouTube. As co-founder of the Yogscast, alongside Simon Lane, he went from making World of Warcraft videos to exploding through Minecraft with the iconic Shadow of Israphel series, helping build one of the biggest internet communities in the UK. Since then, the Yogscast has become a creator network, games publisher, podcasting empire, and the home of Jingle Jam, which has raised over £30 million for charity. Please, everybody, welcome to the show, Lewis Brindley.
Oh. Thank you.
Now,
Thank
Lewis,
you, Tom. Thanks for gassing me up. Honestly, who wrote that? Because that was, I need them
Good,
to
right?
do my bio.
Now, look, the show is very simple. We've got 1 hour to answer 100 questions, and every single question counts, okay? And this right here's my final question. This is what I want to ask you the most, but we'll save that to the end.
Okay.
Yeah. My first ever video ever on YouTube, ever, and I don't have it anymore because I must have been 9 or 10, was me playing Minecraft and being like, I wonder if Simon and Lewis are going to see this. They'll probably want to collect. And I said that, and I was so little. And so you were my day dot
You
first
shouldn't have been
person.
watching us, Tom.
Oh, God, no. No.
Are we the reason you're like this?
Well, look, Lewis, when people call you one of the founding figures of British YouTube, does that feel accurate or embarrassing?
I don't. Oh, Tom, thank you. But I don't know. It is quite embarrassing, right? Because we're just a group of friends making stupid videos, like you know.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever intended to have such a audience or reach, and I think we were always trying to claw back like a little bit of karma. Like I feel like I've been so lucky. I was in the right place in the right time. Back in the day, we didn't think Minecraft was going to be such a big deal. It was just another game. Games come and go, right?
Wow. Because for me, there's before Minecraft and after Minecraft, and I can't really remember gaming without it.
I see. It's like BC. Oh, no, BM. BM and AM. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's the same for the Yogscast, right? Like the Minecraft was our, we rode that wave and it propelled us to where we are today. And we've been really blessed, honestly. Right place, right time.
Yeah. You don't think, I mean, it was also hard work though, right? And you were, how often were you uploading?
Well, we were uploading a lot back in the day.
Yeah.
But we kind of, it was all passion led, right? We did it because we wanted to. It didn't feel like it was a job. It felt like it was something we were having fun with.
Yeah.
And that's pretty important.
Yeah. I had Stampy on not long ago.
I saw.
And I asked him at the beginning a same question. And before I get into you and your life and how this has all happened and behind the curtain, I would like to ask you, as one of the other Minecraft legends, yeah, you take that on the chin, yeah. Who, if you had a Mount Rushmore of other Minecraft YouTubers, who would it be?
Right, look.
Who you putting on there?
Obviously, you've got to understand, I'm a dinosaur. You know, we've been doing this for YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for like 18 years or something. Yeah. And so I don't necessarily watch YouTube. I certainly didn't watch Minecraft, but I saw the generations go by, the eras, right? We were in that first era with us and Captain Sparkles and Dan TDM. And then it was Stampy and, all the people who followed him. And then the Hermits, are obviously, and respect for them actually playing vanilla Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like,
Bunch of losers.
how are they? I was bored of vanilla Minecraft in 2010.
Yeah.
Right. And they're still going. God bless them. But I'd love to put Martin Littlewood on there.
Yeah.
What a lad.
How
in
did
the
I craft
Littlewood.
this again?
What a gentleman and a scholar. Nice boy. A nice boy.
Lovely,
I mean, all
isn't he?
these people I'm naming are like approaching 40.
Yeah.
Right? There's like,
And he loves Lapis.
you're the new generation coming forward. So you know Martin. Everyone knows and loves Martin. Underdog.
So Martin's on there.
Let's get Martin straight up on there. Yeah.
Fair. I can respect that.
Who else? All my mates, Harry and Duncan. Get them on there. I'll just
Okay.
be really,
It's a lot of your
really
mates.
nepotistic.
Okay.
That's the Yogscast has always been that though.
Yeah.
It's like, get my mate up there. It'd be funny.
Yeah. Okay. 2. And then Duncan's third. Last.
You can be on there if you want.
Me?
Yeah. I've got to thank you somehow for getting me on that show.
Okay, right. Let's go back to the beginning. How did you first meet Simon, your Yogscast co-founder?
I met Simon in World of Warcraft, which is an online. An MMO. Yeah. When I met Simon, he was a female human paladin called Honeydew. I thought he was a girl when I first met him because we only spoke in text chat in our World of Warcraft guild. And it wasn't until I heard him on voice chat later on. Well, we were doing these big 40-man raids with all these voices, right? And there was always this funny voice that would come out. And it was later that I found out that it's coming from Simon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it was literally, you were just like strangers on the internet.
Well, we weren't strangers because we were part of, I would call it some sort of weird troll fraternity called Something Awful.
What?
It was a forum that you had to pay $10 to sign up to. And that sounds like no one would do that. But people sort of signed up for their friends, and it became this kind of, that $10 was actually quite a border to keep people out. And also, if you got banned, you could just pay $10 to re-sign up.
Yeah.
It was a weird system. It was full of weirdos, edgelords, trolls, kind of assholes, mostly.
What year of the internet was this?
This was like 2006.
I was 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird place, and but they had a big community, and they had little groups playing each game, and so there was this ready-made group of people. They call themselves Goons. It means something different now,
Yeah.
but back in the olden times, it wasn't so bad to be a goon.
It is not that anymore.
Is the word goon being bleeped by the?
No, and it's not.
It's like It's a goon. It's a funny guy. It's like the guy from Popeye. You know him?
Yeah,
the weird
I wouldn't
guy.
call
He's
him
a goon,
a goon,
right?
Yeah.
It's
It's a really different meaning now.
Yeah, so that's where the G in Yogs comes from.
Oh.
So we had a group, a guild, on a roleplay server.
So virtual guild on. Okay, yeah.
Now the roleplay servers are where people go and have cyber fun times in the inn. Wink.
Cyber sex.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, kind of like, but it was like, I take off my wizard hat and robe.
I wasn't expecting this origin, Lewis.
Well, I know. We were on the roleplay server with all the role players. And so we couldn't just be called Goon Squad. We were called Ye Oldie Goon Squad. Yogs, because it's more of a roleplay name. And that's how we met. So we were in this sort of fraternity of trolls and weirdos.
How old were you this time?
I was like 25.
What was going on in your life?
I was living in the spare room of one of my friends in Oxford, and Simon was living in the spare room of one of his friends in London.
Okay. Are you from Oxford?
No, I'm from Essex.
Were you there for university?
No.
Where did you go?
Went to Manchester.
Okay, cool.
Into chemistry. Wasn't very good. Got very depressed. Played a lot of video games. Video games were an escape for us. And World of Warcraft specifically, it was everything.
Yeah.
We were immersed in that game fully. It was a distraction, and I'm sure a lot of people have similar worlds they throw themselves into now. But back then, it was like going to the pub for us. We hung out. We didn't even do anything in World of Warcraft a lot of the time. It was just a social circle.
Okay, so you start making YouTube videos, and do you make them all with Simon off the bat?
Yeah, so I started recording Simon secretly, basically, me and his conversations.
Okay.
Because,
and he was fine with that?
He got over it. Simon, I just found him so funny.
Yeah.
Everything he said was so funny. And we used to have these big, voice chats going with the 40 people in, and Simon would make a joke and it would go into silence because everyone was on push to talk. And no one would sort of react apart from me, like hysterically laughing. And so Simon, I think, got a little bit of that. He found that he could make me laugh.
Yeah.
And I wanted to laugh at
Yeah.
him and share him with the world.
And so did you start uploading that on YouTube? Also, what a sweet thing, by the way, that is so pure, man.
He's just so lovely and funny, and I love him. He has a very left block look at the world. Right?
Yeah.
And I think things to him are a bit difficult, but I think it also gives him this just really funny way about him. I think
Yeah.
Simon's been through some tough stuff in his life. It's not for me to talk about Simon really here, I must say, but and I think that his defense mechanism has always been humor. He's always managed to get himself. I remember we went to this event I don't know, when we were in LA one time, and we ended up somewhere we weren't supposed to be, and the security guards sort of came at us really fast. And Simon I can't remember what he said, but he just made a joke, and they just immediately flicked personality from like aggressive, angry to like, come on.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? He's like got that charming, disarming nature about him.
So you guys start uploading World of Warcraft videos to YouTube.
Yes.
And then you find Minecraft, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, WoW had these big gaps in content. And we did a lot of WoW, and we got our start in WoW.
How many subscribers did you got?
Oh, like 10,000 or something. So we
Okay,
had,
wow,
it
no
was
small
more than
feat.
it was more than we thought. And we had established a little base of operations doing that. And I think that set us up well for when Minecraft came along.
So what happened? Because I watched you guys when you were playing Tech It, and you had, I think, like a lot of subscribers at this point. It was like the fucking Yogscast.
It was crazy.
How did you get to that point? So what is Shadow of Israphel? Because I wasn't here for.
No, I don't. I mean, people say.
I don't think I knew how to use a phone at that point.
It was people say that it was like the first SMP, and so the idea is that we played a bit of Minecraft, and we were playing it for fun, and we were making videos on it, and I sort of was like, there's not really much here. There's not much to do, so I'm going to set up these stupid situations for Simon to find and react to and engage with, to provoke him to be silly and funny and have a fun time. So it was almost like taking Simon on a D&D adventure, making it in Minecraft, and that's what I think a lot of you guys have done.
Can I just? How did you discover Minecraft?
Well, Simon discovered it. It was a thing on YouTube. We were making YouTube videos on other games at the time that were coming out, and I think I'd seen Anna's and a few other people play it.
Yeah.
But we didn't play it until multiplayer came out, and we thought we were late to the party. Little did we know.
Yeah. You were playing Minecraft videos, uploading these kind of with a bit of cutting to the internet, making, Diggy Diggy Hole was this Minecraft song that you guys made and published. That was awesome. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
Know it, everyone.
Diggy Diggy
Thank
hole.
God.
Don't you worry.
It's a banger.
Oh, it really is. So you're at this point, and then these videos start to gain traction. And this is before there was YouTubers and PewDiePie and millions of subs and money, and it was just fun, right?
Yeah, YouTube was weird back then.
Yeah.
Like, it was different to how it is now.
How so?
You could only publish videos that were 10 minutes long. That was the max.
Really?
So, yeah, our videos were like 9 minutes 99, and we had to do 10 parts.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they upped it to 15 minutes in 2011, in the middle of 2011. But we didn't monetize either. We had no monetization. And also the way that videos were viewed was on a chart. And so if you were on the charts, you got all the views.
Yeah.
That was it. And there was nothing. And YouTube hated gaming videos, and they always have. They don't think that that's the correct thing for their platform, even today.
Yeah.
They've tried to get rid of gaming and make YouTube gaming and do all sorts of things.
Why is that?
I'm not the historian expert, but I
know. But go on.
I think it's because the people who made YouTube wanted it to be like Facebook, and YouTube have always been chasing to be something else. Now they want to be TikTok, right, with all the shorts and stuff. They can't be satisfied with being a great video platform. They have to make up some extra stuff. I remember we went to visit YouTube in San Francisco. This is when we were a big deal. we were like the 4th biggest channel in the world. We had like, they just added this functionality called shows, and we were the biggest show. And the guy who was supposed to meet us at YouTube.
What was a show on YouTube?
I don't even remember. That's how useless it was.
Okay.
Like, it was nothing. But I think they were trying to make, I don't know, more. I don't know. They had ideas. They wanted to make YouTube like something else.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had the #1 show, and I was trying to give people at YouTube my feedback, and sort of no one would talk to me. And there was just 3 guys there, and they were flying little hot air balloons around. Their office had like a slide and a drinks cabinet.
Google,
it was and I was and it's always I've and also, I mean,
you don't seem like the most fond of YouTube.
I think that's because that's at the beginning it was also ephemeral, right?
What does that mean?
It was also like it could have just sparked away into nothing,
Yeah.
right? There were channels that just disappeared, and our channel went down like a couple of times because someone said I was underage at one point. Someone reported us for something, and someone gave us a strike. The Youth Olympic Games struck us once because they're YOG.
Oh
and
my
so are
God,
we.
yeah.
And so they took
What
down
the
a bunch of our Minecraft videos where we'd done Olympics, the Yogscast
Yeah.
Olympics. No, can't do that because it was on there. It
God.
was a Minecraft video. The thing you have to understand, Tom, is that there's this weird tacit understanding that it's okay to play games on YouTube. Now, originally, YouTube didn't think that was the case. They were like, if someone uploads a film, we have to take it down, and the channel gets banned. If they upload some music, the channel gets banned, or they get copyright striked, or some bad happens, right? But gaming, they were not sure where the line stood, and certainly even today, Nintendo, they're pretty harsh about it. They can just, if they don't like your Mario Kart video, they'll take it down. Nintendo, and they do.
So there could have been a world quite easily that YouTube said no to gaming content.
Well, they was too scared to monetize it themselves. So that's why they gave these networks like Maker Studios and Machinima, they passed the buck on to them and said, you guys take the risk. If, these people come along and want a copyright, if EA say, no, you shouldn't be playing our game and giving away the story, because at some point they were thinking, well, imagine a game, it's like a 2-hour long story. That's like a movie.
Yeah.
And people are just watching that, having that game for free on YouTube.
Oh, man.
Why, are they going to take us down? And so that's why we had to sign up with Maker Studios.
And was that a bit of a fight for you to push for gaming on YouTube? Because you were
no.
No. You just made enough money off it, and they went, oh, okay, we should probably.
Well, we didn't make any money until we signed up with Maker.
Okay.
And then they were taking 30% of our money or whatever for doing nothing.
Okay.
And
and can I just ask? So there was Israphel that came on.
Shadow of Israphel.
Shadow of Israphel, and this was the first SMP. So that without this, there wouldn't be Dream SMP
it was big.
or Hermitcraft or anything.
Yeah.
I feel really
there
bad
was
that
this
I
big
wasn't-
guy at Disney. I remember meeting him, and he was like, love Shadow of Israphel. Love what you've done with the place. Keep it going. And I was like, wow, who are you?
Okay, so you started experiencing like fame at this point, and were people coming up to you in public?
I think the first time we experienced fame was Minecon 2011. We were still
Minecon.
We were still babies, right? In terms of it all happens, as you know, so fast.
Were you surprised by the popularity?
Yes. But I think you always are. Everyone who gets like virally famous overnight is like, what the because I was used to waking up and looking at a video and it's got 1,000 views, and I was like, oh, that's a lot. And then 10,000 views, like, damn. And then 100,000, I have no, and then 1 million. I'm like, okay, you've added another 0, and that's a lot more, but I don't have any.
Could you comprehend
frame of reference? I couldn't until we went to Minecon, and so Notch. Well, God love him. He decided to do the first Minecon in Las Vegas because, like him,
Notch.
We were all Minecraft players, and at that time we were PC gamers as well, and we were grown up, and Minecraft wasn't on the regular platforms. You sort of had to buy it off a platform, and so there was this assumption that all the people who were playing it were our age, and it was this kind of very rude awakening for Notch and us at Minecon to see a sea of parents and children
in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
Wow.
I know, it was.
What was that like?
Mental.
Did you suddenly have loads of
It was like a sea of people this tall who were all looking at me and all knew who I was. And that was the only time that's ever
hundreds
happened.
or thousands? Or
it was like a load of baby zombies coming for you. You've been there in that map.
Did you get... Sorry, did you get a lot of FaceTime with Notch? And could you see he was visibly like, it's only children playing my game?
Notch was a Goon. He was a member of something called Forums. He was an
What?
edgy guy like
Oh,
us. And
yeah.
we did this interview with him at Minecon, and we were all joking and laughing. Oh, your mother, ho, ho, ho. Like the whole thing, like back and forth. And then afterwards, of course, because we put so much effort into our sort of panel that we did when we showed
Yeah.
the new episode of Shadow of Israphel live on stage. And of course, we didn't cut out all the swears. And I think anyway, we had a little falling out. It's quite a bit of drama because Notch sort of accused us of swearing at kids. And I was like, did you not see the interview? We did. But I was obviously really pissed off, but I decided to like let it go in the end.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of frustration around that time because we'd been catapulted from nothing to suddenly we're going to having these rooftop parties in LA where they've got an ice sculpture and loads of babes with, my face on their breasts. And they're like chatting up Simon and trying to marry him.
Did that really?
It's mental, yeah. It was like
I'm going to ask you.
We got the one party ready for you after this.
Is that what you just said? Hyperbole, or was there?
No, that's real. And
you went to a party and someone
rooftop, like the V
and someone
hotel.
Had
they
your
rented
face
the whole top.
tattooed
Maker
on them.
Studios had a party, like the most Valley Girl Californian you could ever meet, as their party arranger. And she was like, that was her only job, to like book parties for talent. And it's because a lot of the people in Maker Studios and a lot of the people running YouTube were all these jocks. And they didn't understand gaming, and they still don't. They don't want us on their platform. They want like the cool guys. They want, they don't like gaming. They never have. They don't understand it.
They don't like nerds.
They don't like us.
So yeah, I was 16. I've came in. There's been a decade. There's been you and Dan TDM, and then the Hermits. There is this foundation of what it means to be a YouTuber. There is money coming in, and it hasn't turned into this kind of short form, sensationalized thing. There was this spot between 2016 and sort of 2020, 2021 where I came in that like it was perfect. It had these foundations. It sounds
calm.
like very calm.
We
very
steamrolled it.
And we just
out
had
for
all
you.
of the kind of commentary, really right wing, really kind of slur slinging, all of that stuff. I was in the kind of most liberal period of YouTube when I came up.
I think you had some good support around you.
I really did. I feel,
some
hearing
good
this, I feel
advice.
really lucky.
We didn't know what we were doing.
So tell me about how you navigated that day to day, because you've suddenly got not only a channel but a business, and you have to pay taxes, and Notch is taking you to parties, and how are you as a 27, 28-year-old navigating
it was
that?
lovely.
Sorry, maybe
to be honest, it was exciting. It was really exciting for us to go from living in a bedsit and having being students and having no money and I don't know being just massive nerds on the internet all the time, to suddenly getting to go to BlizzCon and being invited to things, and it was overwhelming.
Yeah.
And I think being thrust into that world was exciting. It was exciting to go somewhere where Snoop Dogg had just been, or so like I smelled his weed once. Do you know what I mean? That's like my claim to fame. It was that kind of thing, though. It was like, oh, we've just had a big celebrity in here. David Attenborough was just around. It's like, okay, oh wow, I nearly met a famous person.
Wow,
it's a lot of that, and it was exhilarating, right?
And did your life change a lot?
No, not really. We went back and did exactly the same as we'd done before. It was. I tell you what, though, like setting up the Yogscast was something that we needed to do. I didn't know what I was doing.
What was the setting up of the Yogscast? So you weren't just a channel; you became a group, right?
Yeah. So basically, we realized kind of that we'd got all this audience that we didn't deserve. Effectively, loads. Because I remember on Christmas Day 2010. I was like, I think someone got an iPad or a new iPhone or something. And back then, Apple had their own YouTube app that was built, and that was pre-installed on all phones. And you pressed on the app, and our video came up. It was there on Christmas Day. And that was like the moment where I was like, what the f-? But I also realized that loads of people were seeing us who shouldn't have and aren't really fans. And so I wanted to broaden our reach and introduce other people that people might like more. So we got all of our friends involved who we liked and thought were funny as well. Because there were some other funny people in our community, like Sips and Duncan. Martin's great. Martin actually did university radio. So he had a little bit of experience doing this before. But Duncan, like, he painted pictures of cows on a farm or something.
Do you think YouTube back then was a more creative place than now, or is it just nostalgia?
No, it was YouTube back then. There was a lot of on there.
Because people talk about it like YouTube
An
was
annoying
crap.
orange and like absolute dog. There's still a lot of on there. There's it's full of but someone's watching it. A lot of it.
Yeah.
Who?
Why did you decide to end Shadow of Israphel? Hello, everyone. Just before we continue with the interview, I'm here to announce that the 100 Questions Patreon is now live. If you want to see the full extended cut of every interview, including Stampy, Stephen Fry, Brian Cox, and everyone that we've done so far, it's on the Patreon, and the link will be in the description. I'd really appreciate if you join. It helps us out so much. Thank you, and let's get back on with the interview.
Right. Well, okay. The story is Shadow of Israphel became this crux. It became this like bigger project. You see it in the last few episodes that it's like they became fewer and farther between, and they became this. We continually trying to top ourselves. We were featuring mods and like putting loads of effort into it. And I think at one point it just became too much, and there was loads of other things going on, and it didn't become a priority.
Yeah.
And then the longer it wasn't on air, the harder it became to come back to it. It's like Half-Life 3. Where's that?
Yeah.
Why is no one saying to...
Everyone's mad at me. What about Half-Life?
The thing is, like, poor Gabe does get where is Half-Life 3, and poor George R.R. Martin does get where's the new book all the time.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't quite really expect... I do get asked, where is Shadow of Israphel 43 every couple of weeks by someone today.
Wow.
It still happens.
Do you think you'll ever do a final episode?
Well, last year we did Yoglabs 2.
Yeah.
We came back, we did Yoglabs 2. We did Diggy Hole 2. Banger.
Classic.
You heard that one, Tom?
Haven't yet.
We did Jaffa Factory 2.
Okay.
It 2.
Come on.
And the funny thing is, it's the same. Like, it's like 10 years haven't gone by. Like, Simon's the same. And, like, we're the same. We're making the same jokes, doing the same being Minecraft. Like, we are not... It's so weirdly familiar and great. And it's like we just went straight back into it. So I think we've done a bit of testing and groundwork. And I think maybe if the audience let me know... leave a comment if you want Shadow of Israphel to come back.
Right. Well, I want to really talk more about...
Do you want to be in it?
Yeah.
Look, we'll do it if you play a character in it.
Of course I will.
Oh, okay. We'll do it. Let's hit the big time, baby. Back to those rooftop parties. Ice sculptures and booth babes.
What did it feel like becoming the first UK YouTube channel to pass 1 billion views?
It didn't feel... It felt like wrong.
Did it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It was like, was there an error? Has someone done something wrong? We were very wrapped up in it. We were all swept away in the sort of excitement of it all, really. It was a unusual time.
Was it a healthy time for you?
Yeah, it was a good time. It was different to what I've been doing. And I think a lot of us were all very depressed before. So, like, it was actually a lot better to be...
That's really good.
To have, like, an office where all of our friends were coming together. And we were... I think everyone is looking for something to throw themselves into. And oftentimes that is very difficult to find. And it felt like with the Yogscast, it was finally something which it was that connection of something we actually enjoyed and were passionate about. And it pays us, you know?
Yeah.
Well, later it did.
When were you like, oh, okay, cool, this can be my job now?
I think we were quite cautious about it, at least initially. But I think we did realize quite soon... it was tricky, right? We were very scared to hire people originally because, I was like, we might not be here in a year. YouTube could just take your channel down for no reason. And we didn't know whether that would happen to us. We didn't know whether the games we were playing would just turn around and say, you're done.
Yeah.
And we couldn't even get in contact with anyone at YouTube to like stop this from happening.
Yeah.
So but actually the staff that I spoke to, some of them still work for us after 15 years. And they're like, well, I was willing to give it a go.
Yeah.
They jumped on board with us.
What do your family and friends think of it at the time?
I don't think I had any friends who thought anything about it. And my family didn't really give a
Really?
Well, I'd left home. I was like 27 or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You're becoming like one of a new celebrity in England type in a weird way.
I don't know. It's hard. Like, I think that it's hard. It was hard to explain it to
Do they get it
what
now?
I did. Yeah, I think they get it now. But also, I don't think I'm a big deal now, so it doesn't matter so much.
Yeah, but you fucking Yogscast.
Well, it's the OG. Thing is, I think at one point me and Simon realised that we went and saw Warwick Davis at Harlow Leisure Centre, and he was signing mugs and his new book, and it was just was one of obviously it was one of the first times we met, actually, me and Simon, because we'd been doing the Yogscast for about a year and we hadn't even met in real life. We'd only ever talked on voice, and one of the things was we decided to go and see Warwick because we joked about him on the podcast. And I sort of after we did that, I sort of thought, God, wouldn't that be a great thing if we could one day be like that? You know,
Yeah.
if it all goes, at least we can do Harlow Leisure Centre and sign like Diggy Hole vinyls,
Yeah.
right? And I think we probably could.
So
In my mind, that was when we made it. When we reached like a stage where I actually thought, I think we're okay.
Oh, that's lovely. And is that nostalgia around that older content? Is it flattering or does it get annoying?
No, obviously, like everyone has comfort watches, right? Like
Yeah.
I always say, the content we make is the same but different, and people want that. That's why there's like 10,000 episodes of Pointless or whatever. It's just TV or Bargain Night. Just it's a TV show that's the same every
Yeah.
time, but it's very, you know what you're gonna get. It's very familiar. It's very comforting, and I think that's a big part of YouTube. Like for me, I always went for, instead of playing the game and being all viral and clickbaity and edgy, I went to be quite sticky. I wanted people to stick with us. And we've got this core audience that we've kept the whole time, who have supported us all along the journey, who are honestly the loveliest, most generous, beautiful people.
Yeah.
And without them, I don't think we would still be going. In fact, I think there's a few things that I don't think we would still be going, but Jingle Jam is the other one. I
Yeah.
think if it wasn't for Jingle Jam, we would have quit a long time ago.
Why did you start Jingle Jam? And could you explain to the audience what it is?
You've been in it, Tom.
Yeah, I
You
know,
what it
but go
is.
on, you explain.
Basically, Simon and I would get sent stuff, and you get sent stuff.
Yeah.
And it was largely a lot of Jaffa cakes, and there was way more than we could eat. And I think we were like, don't send us stuff, send stuff to charity. And we'll also put on we'll do a little fun thing on Justin.tv or whatever it was before Twitch.
Yeah.
And so we set up a little charity thing. And you've got to be careful, Tom, doing anything around Christmas. And all of you watching, Christmas is a real sticky traditional time when, you know, Mariah Carey's doing great off it, you know, but be careful, because if you start something, people are going to expect you to do it every year. It's a tradition.
Yeah.
And we can't get away from
Christmas.
it, but it's a blessing. Jingle Jam evolved into this kind of period of time where we do the first 2 weeks of December every year of live streams, special fun stuff. And we also give away a bundle of games, collection of games. And it's such a great event.
Yeah.
And incredibly rewarding.
Yeah. Because you guys have raised over 30 million for charity.
Yes, not in one go.
No, but I mean,
and
that's
there's a
okay.
lot. We have a lot of people now. I think, like for me, Jingle Jam is this brilliant opportunity to seed positivity and connectivity into the world, right? So we have this kind of, we have a lot of creators now doing it, doing streams, and they get a kick out of it. They enjoy it.
Yeah,
they love it.
I've done a stream.
Their audience gets special content that they wouldn't get otherwise. They get the donator, people who donate get a bundle of games. So they're not donating for free. They get games. And then the game developers and publishers, they get people to play their games.
Yeah.
And it's just this cycle of positivity. Everyone benefits along the whole
Is that the thing
route.
you've done your proudest of?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my
Yeah.
God. I think it's gotten to the point now where people ask me what I do, and I want to say I run a charity. Do you know what I mean? Rather than I'm a YouTuber. Because people look at you weird when you look like this and you say, I'm a YouTuber. And they're like, oh God, does my kid watch you?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I hope not.
And you were one of the first YouTubers to like start a company, right?
We hired a video editor. So the Yogscast is a network of content creators. They are not employees. They're all their own independent companies. They're all doing their own thing. They're all their own bosses effectively. But the Yogscast was meant as a business to provide services for them. So video editing, art, help.
Were you ready to become like a boss of that? Because that's a lot of responsibility.
It's no, and I hate it, and it's the worst. I hate being a boss because you have to make dick decisions.
Like what?
You have to fire people or tell people they can't do something, or like tell people, ooh, shit. I largely have avoided I've shirked that responsibility at every opportunity, and had other people do it for me. But we've honed Yogscast over the time into a really tight-knit little group. I think what the Yogscast is for me is about sustainability and consistency, right? We want to keep the Jingle Jam going. We want to keep our staff doing the same thing. We want to keep our audience able to watch the thing that they're comforted by
Yeah.
and familiar. I think there's a lot of my desire isn't to be this big CEO who sells the company, or I don't have the goal for. I don't want to do growth or innovation or take the company in weird directions or get a load of debt.
That's quite unique.
Although,
Not wanting to
thinking about it,
not wanting to grow and become. There's a lot of pressure, kind of in any online community now, to become the biggest and the best. And your goal being to simply, make the most comforting, consistent content for your audience. Why is that your goal?
Well, I think look, everyone has their big viral moment. And then after that, the typical route is gradual decline. And that's something that's pretty difficult to deal with, because a lot of these YouTubers who have their big success moment, they're like very hungrily trying to get it back. And they can't quite understand why they're not as popular anymore. Or you and your, no, you've got your own little peaks and troughs, I'm sure. But when did you peak? What age did you peak?
2021. I was 17 was when I got the most views. Yeah.
So you've probably been doing it long enough that you've already experienced and come to terms with the fact that you might not be as big as you have been before.
Definitely.
And I think that for me, that it did take a while, but it's crystallized, because I've been doing it so long, into a kind of just being lucky and happy and being carefree. I think.
How do you when you look at other creators like MrBeast, for example, who are kind of consistently going up, do you just think that's too much of a sacrifice of your own peace to try and?
I mean, everyone looks at MrBeast and they're a little bit jealous. They're like, "Now,
Yeah,
I wish I was that famous."
yeah.
And then you think about it and you're like, maybe not actually. He's a bit of a. Maybe I shouldn't.
I think you said enough.
Yeah. Sometimes you don't want to look. I've got bad things to say about lots of things, and sometimes it's better for just not.
Sure. Yeah. When I was in, things have changed for me a lot since I'm 16.
I'm running out of questions.
Yeah. When I was 16, 17 online, I'm now. It's a very different time for me now since then. Lots of people and troughs and stuff. But I've obviously had to go away from certain people that I've collaborated with because of things that you find out, and it's difficult. And how, as both of us that have been through that, did you navigate that? Because you did it certainly at a time when there was less understanding than I did.
Look,
I am dancing around it, but I think
no. Well, it's difficult to talk about because you expect everyone to behave in the same way that you would behave.
Yeah.
And when people don't, it's quite shocking. I think I've always certainly felt like I'm so lucky to do this. Like, why would I ever do anything to jeopardize that?
Yeah.
And certainly I think we were that happening was had a profound impact on me. And I'm sure we went through all the stages, denial, being angry about it, being really upset. And I think it felt like, YouTube and our audience has always felt very precarious. It felt like, it could have all gone away at a minute's notice.
Yeah.
And so, we built these systems like Jingle Jam that we were so proud of and so protective of. And we were like, my God, this thing is doing so much good work that we can't risk it, right? And so it was really upsetting. Yeah. And it changed me and it hardened me.
Yeah.
And it
in what way?
I think it just made me a bit more cynical.
Yeah.
A bit more grown up.
Yeah.
I think we had a couple of these moments. We were just kind of idiot troll children when we started, and then we went to Minecon and realized that maybe we shouldn't be, and then we kind of grew up. We grew up many different times, and that was a time. Nowadays, Jingle Jam kind of stands on its own. It's not part of Yogscast. It's its own charity. It's got its own governance. I'm a trustee.
Yeah.
But really, I mean, almost half of the money it raised last year came from other creators other than Yogs, right? And so, that's something that I want to carry on and outlive us. But I think that spiraled out of that moment, sure, right?
Yeah.
Like having to have part ways with friends, and because they weren't who we knew them as, was really hard.
Yeah.
And you've got to feel that too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I found it sort of impossibly difficult. Do you know what I mean? And it's just so.
Did it make you want to quit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely did. It make you want to quit?
Yeah.
Because you kind of, it is sort of the furthest thing from what you signed up for. You signed up for making some fun friends with some videos, making some fun videos with some friends.
And making some fun friends.
Yeah, and you meet these people and it's exciting. And when you kind of get let down in such a severe way and find out these other things, it does make you kind of question the bedrock of what you're doing. At least I found.
Bedrock, Minecraft reference.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we've got to slide them in. Yeah,
slime it in.
Yeah, but no, it definitely. Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
it's really difficult.
It's hard to make jokes about.
It really,
sure.
yeah. It's really tough to want to kind of. It certainly feels like a genie out of a bottle moment. I don't know if you felt like that, but then it's
a Christina Aguilera song.
Yeah, there is
it's a banger.
It's tough to go back. But I think you guys did an amazing job of kind of preserving that community and that warmth that is the Yogscast.
Oh my god, yeah! And I think
is that
blessed.
An effort from you to contain that?
I think that we just keep doing the same old every year. Like I've been saying that since about 2012. Like I was stunned that we were doing the same old 2 or 3 years in a row. Now it's been almost 20, and I'm like, why are people still watching this?
Yeah, and is it still the same people from 20 years
I'm
ago?
not that old. I'm like 42, but I feel like an absolute dinosaur on YouTube.
Is it some of the same people from 20 years ago, or is it new audiences coming in?
I think it's both. Like it's what it's like. You'll sometimes meet someone's mum or whatever, and she'll be like, "Oh, I'm a big fan." I'm like, "Oh my god!" And then she'll know everything, and she'll know more than me about what's happening in the Yogscast. I'm starting to get advice from them and stuff, and bring her on.
Do you like what YouTube has become?
I don't really know. I don't think YouTube knows what YouTube is.
Yeah,
it's flailing around, and it always has. I think YouTube has always had, at least did back in the day, have like 2 engineers who built it, and they didn't work on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. So that, there would be a major problem with YouTube in 2010, and no one would fix it until Tuesday. And like that was how it was then. But I don't think it's changed all that much. I think it's a few people doing all the work, and then a few weirdos in charge saying more cool people, more dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, more normal people, less gaming.
Right, time for the final question.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. You've done it. Right.
This was a pleasure, Tom. I've enjoyed it immensely. I hope this one's not going to ruin the whole thing.
Okay. Look at these lights. You see this?
Yeah, it's like Darth Vader's lightsaber.
Yeah.
Is that what you were going for?
It was, yeah. Okay. I wanted to feel the pressure of this.
Like a jewel of the fates.
In 10 years' time, and even after that, in the next 20, 30 years, what do you hope the Yogscast becomes?
Okay. Right. So we're doing we're investing in a space program. You can get in on the ground floor. You just need to buy some coins.
Okay.
They're like a digital kind of form of money.
Okay.
It's quite a new thing.
No, okay, come on, really, tell me.
No, I think we want to be doing exactly the same. We just signed a new 5-year lease on the office, so you just heard it here first. That's exclusive, and we're hoping to do exactly the same old for the next, as long as we can keep going.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant, man, because you've preserved this warmth and comfort and
we're mummifying
this kind. No, but you know what, man? If you look around on the internet right now with the amount of noise that there is to create a piece of consistency to last, for so long is a really deeply special thing.
That's my dream.
I think that's a really
we're very happy. I love where we are. We got a great group of friends. We've got a really great group of talented people that work with us. They're all so funny, and they genuinely love doing it.
Yeah.
And the audience is just so awesome.
Yeah.
Like do it for them.
Oh, look at you. Not for any of the money. No, right.
And also I need a second house.
Yeah. Lewis, thank you so much. This has been such a pleasure to interview you. Guys, please give it up. Lewis Brindley, everybody.
Well, you timed that like perfectly. You're like a pro. I've done this before.
Come on. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. See you over on the Patreon. Goodbye. Thank you so much. 100 Questions is now on Patreon. If you want the full 100 questions, completely ad-free, uninterrupted, and all of its chaotic glory, it's the place to be. But wait, come on. It's not just the 100 questions. No. There's so much more. Along with the extended cuts, you get exclusive group chat access to suggest guests and questions for us, and chat with other fans of the show. You also get an exclusive monthly audience Q&A with me, bonus questions from each guest, and the post-show debrief with myself and one of the 100 Questions team, as well as that behind-the-scenes content from how the episodes actually came together. Your support directly helps the team and helps us keep making the show bigger, better, and continue to get some really, insane guests. So head over to our Patreon to support the show. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you, and have a great night.